Hey guys, my name is Troy and welcome back to my booktube channel. But today I'm doing really great because my mom made me some coffee this morning and I never have coffee ever. So great. But anyways, today I'm going to be ranking the Harry Potter books, a really fun video idea because all the Harry Potter books are so good, but I want to go over which ones I really enjoyed and which ones I didn't enjoy as much. I really enjoyed all of them. I'm not saying any of them were bad. I'm just going to be going from the ones that I least enjoyed, which were still very high enjoyment, to the ones that I really most enjoy, which is 6 stars out of 5. Speaking of Harry Potter, I do want to quickly talk about something one of you guys sent me. So thanks so much to Millie from Millie the Queen. But thank you so much for sending me some stuff, and I'm gonna go over it because it's very Harry Potter related. So first up, The Tales of Beedle the Bard by J.K. Rowling. And if you guys have read Harry Potter, you would know that this book was featured in the last book, and this is just kind of like a wizarding fairy tale book. So it's a fairy tale book for wizards, and Hermione used it for her quest, for the final quest. And basically this is so cool. There's 5 wizarding tales, and then after each tale, Dumbledore writes some notes about history and magic and muggles, and just it's really a really cool Harry Potter fan book. If you've read it and you want to just get more of the Harry Potter world, this is perfect. I've read one of the tales. I'm going to be reading it across the next few weeks. I don't want to do it all in one sitting, just to kind of appreciate it more. Next up we have The Wand, and basically I'll show it up closer, but basically there was this box. This was only one of 9, this a mystery wand, and you could either get Arthur Weasley's or Nurse of Malfoy's, but I got Cho Chang. So this actually came with a bookmark, and I got Cho Chang's wand, and it's so cool. I really like how it looks. It's naturey, it's kind of like a stick, and I just love it so much. So now I can be official wizard, and I can be Wingardium Leviosa or Accio Chocolate Frogs, because that is the last thing that I got, and these are just basically chocolate frogs which have a card inside. I've yet to eat these. I really should. But yeah, I think there's a card inside and there's some chocolate frogs. So thank you so much again to Millie for sending me all this fun stuff from Amazon, and I really appreciate it because now I feel much more like a wizard. And I don't know, I thought this was really cool to show off in this video because it's all about Harry Potter. But yeah, I think that's all I had to say. I'm going to be ranking the Harry Potter books, going from my least favorite to my most favorite. Thanks again, Millie, for sending me all that really cool stuff. I guess we should just get into the video. So make sure you like this video up. Can we get this to 60 or 75 likes? That really does help me support me. So definitely leave a like if you can. Also, make sure to subscribe to my channel. We are at 1.02k subscribers, which is really cool. And let's get to 1.03. Also, make sure to comment down below. What are your rankings whenever you have to leave? I would love to hear your opinion on the Harry Potter series, and also this is non-spoilers as well. And yeah, I guess let's just get into the video. Okay, I've got my wizard hat on to help me rank these books, and we are just going to start with number 7. I've already wrote out my list, so if you see me glancing down, I'm looking at the rankings that I've already put. But at number 7, I have The Chamber of Secrets by J.K. Rowling. And basically, if you saw my Harry Potter review, or my May wrap-up, or any other video that I was talking about Harry Potter, I just thought this book was kind of scary. I really enjoyed it. There's just some aspect to it with all the snakes and the spiders and the murders that just made it a little bit creepy and unsettling. And there's a scene here where there's a lot of slugs, and I just didn't really like all that aspects. I don't really care for all those. Okay, this is getting on my nerve, this hat. There's just something about it that I didn't really like, and I just had a negative vibe about it from the get-go. This book was mainly focused on the evils of Slytherin, and I just didn't feel as cozy as it did. It just kind of felt more like a murder mystery that was just kind of creepy, unsettling. I just didn't really like the whole vibe to it, and I just didn't really grow attached to this book, especially the ending. It's just kind of scary, I don't really know how to describe it. It's just scary, unsettling, uncomfortable. And I mean, I did like some of the aspects, Lockhart. He was an amazing person, is amazing character. I guess Colin Creevey, there's some new characters introduced that were really nice, but I did not like the overall vibe to it. It was just a little bit iffy. Alright, at number 6, I have Prisoner of Azkaban. I've seen videos like this in the past where a lot of people put this as their favorite. I just didn't like it as much either. I never really liked the aspect of Sirius Black trying to kill Harry. I thought that was also kind of scary, and just the ending was also very scary. I don't know, something about number 2 and number 3 were just kind of unsettling, and this book is mainly focuses on Sirius Black, this murderer and this wizarding crime person, scene, he's going after Harry and Hogwarts, and he's getting into the castle trying to, you know, kill Harry. And I don't know, I just didn't really like the whole aspect that's so filled with tension, and there's also something about it that was creepy, and like there's also this whole mystery with the past and like how Sirius was when he was at Hogwarts. It's like I didn't really like how there is this like past and present thing going on, this dual like mystery, and I don't know, it's something about it again was unsettling. Again, just some of the things like the Dementors in this book and just kind of like the overall creepiness. I guess this didn't seem very important to the plot either. A lot of the other books were like about Voldemort. Like first book was about Voldemort and his evils. The second book was about Voldemort and his evils. The fourth book was about Voldemort. The fifth book, sixth book, seventh book. This is the only book that didn't really relate to Voldemort that much. It did have some relation, but like it felt more like Sirius Black and his connection. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put this at number 6. Alright, in number 5, we have got Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix by J.K. Rowling. And I feel like a lot of people also like this as well, but I think it was too slow. It was the pacing that kind of threw me off a little bit. I did really enjoy the slowness, but it just wasn't my favorite in general. Like I feel like a lot of it had to do with the Ministry of Magic, and that was not my favorite topic. And I feel like there's also just a lot of added scenes that we could have kind of had a little bit more summarized. I feel like J.K. Rowling went into depth with more scenes than she needed to, and I feel like the original draft probably was even longer. But like it was just so much content that she had to fit into one book, and it was a lot. It was probably hard, and I feel like that's why like it wasn't my favorite. Like it was a challenge. I just didn't think she pulled through as much as the other ones. But I did also like the content. I just didn't want as much. I feel like the Ministry of Magic was just not very interesting for me, and like painting Harry as a fool like was the main kind of premise of this. And I just didn't like hearing all about that. I don't know. It just wasn't really interesting to me. But I did really like Dolores Umbridge. Her character was amazing, and I'm so glad to see her in the book. I also kind of liked seeing like the whole Voldemort starting to arise kind of thing. He has to like try to find ways to shut him down. He's having these weird dreams and his scar is hurting. It's an interesting mystery. I just don't like all of the aspects of it, and I guess some of the conversations were definitely longer than I kind of like expected, and there's just some longer scenes and longer things that I didn't really want. But like overall I really did enjoy it, and I really did like to see all the things that we got to see. It was just again a little long, and I feel like there's something that could be added to make it a little bit more exciting. For number 4, we have Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, which a lot of people didn't like, I feel. So my rankings are definitely unpopular, but I really enjoy the introduction to the world. It is so quick. I read this in like less than 24 hours, I feel. For like this reread, I read it so quick. Just the introduction to the world, we get to like learn so many fun things, and I feel like this book focuses more on like Hogwarts and just more things like to the wizarding world. Like I feel like a lot of things in the later books, like J.K. Rowling has like you're intended or you're like implied, but this is more direct, like learning that the castle has like all these moving staircases and moving pictures. We don't really focus on that at all in the rest of the books, and I feel like just like the way J.K. Rowling directly states all these things and then doesn't imply them and like takes her time through all these events is great. And this is quick, but I probably would be more higher in my rankings if it was actually longer. I feel like it was a little bit too quick because it just kind of like went over stretches of time and like very quickly. But yeah, I really did enjoy this book, and I really enjoyed the mystery of the Sorcerer's Stone, which is kind of why it's like outranking Order of the Phoenix. I really like the Sorcerer's Stone and the mystery aspect of that, and Harry, Ron's, and Hermione's beginning of a friendship and trying to find out Nicholas Flamel and the Sorcerer's Stone, and at the end, that is like the best ending of a book, or one of the best endings of a book. I really enjoyed it. Uh-oh, my hat fell over. Okay, in number 3, we've got Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. And the reason why I put this as my number 3 favorite book is because it just has a lot of really good elements. The first, Harry has this high suspicion towards this one character and is kind of investigating him. Number 2, Harry is directly trying to learn about Voldemort's past. Number 3, there's a new teacher at Hogwarts, which makes things interesting, and there's a book that Harry finds that makes things interesting. So those 3 elements combined make for a really quick, very actionable read that is really good. There was so much tea in this book, and the ending was so well executed, and just how like we get to learn more secrets, and we start the final hunt for, you know, Voldemort, and just like the Horcruxes starting and Dumbledore, and there was just so much good elements in the story, and I really enjoyed it, and it was like the perfect length of a book, the perfect length of any other book. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. Now let's get into number 2. Okay, so this number 2 decides my number 1, so this is going to be very important, but my number 2 2 favorite book is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, which means Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire is my first favorite one, but I'll talk about that in a second. But first, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. This book was amazing, just like how Harry did not go to Hogwarts this year and how he was on the run with his friends to chase down different items, learn about the Deathly Hallows. It's where the tales of Beedle and the Bard came up, and it just is amazing a book trying to defeat Voldemort for the last time. He uncovers so much secrets, and at the end, it was so emotional, so powerful, and this book alone is just amazing, even probably even tied for like the #1 title, because this book was so good. It had a slow start, but it totally made up for it in the ending. This would have gone so low if it had the pacing of like the start, but I was like worried that it wasn't going to be a favorite, but then as soon as we hit like this certain point, it was so fast-paced, so actionable, because like the first part was like them wondering like what they were going to do, like they didn't know what they were doing, but then as I started to know and find out everything, it was just such a fun, fast-paced, actionable book. In the last like 200 pages, this final battle, this final attempt to defeat the evils in this world and build a new life for himself, Harry totally just goes all out, and I really enjoyed this book. And so that means Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire is my first favorite book, and I really enjoyed this. This is only slimly kind of beats the other book, but what I really liked about this book was the Triwizarding Tournament. I've always been a fan of like competitions or games and just learning how Harry like goes through them. This was also a good transition book between the first 3 and the last 3. This was literally the perfect way, just like the perfect middle point, I guess you could say. Like the first 3 were very middle grade and the last 3 were very young adult. The first 3 were kind of like setting up for the last 3, because the last 3 are all about Voldemort. The first 3 are his rising, and this is the book where Voldemort finally becomes a real threat. So there's this whole thing with like Harry aging, like there's a lot of fun stuff in this book, and I just cannot wait to read this again. The Triwizarding Tournament, the new characters, finding out about like different wizarding countries, and just more history and more learning, and just the evil in this book, and like the last final scenes, and everything was so well executed. The friendship, even a little bit of the romance starting, and just Harry aging. It's a really good book, and yeah, I think that wraps up my rankings. I definitely want to hear your thoughts, but let's wrap up into a quick outro. As I'm almost out of coffee, so is the length of this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching my Harry Potter rankings. I actually really want to know what your opinions are, and what did you guys think of the books? I would love to see your rankings. If you haven't read the books, just kind of tell me what you thought of the video. Thanks so much again for the wand, the book, the chocolate frogs, and the bookmark. Millie, I really appreciate you sending that to me, and thank you guys so much again for watching, and make sure to like this video. Let's get this to 60-75 likes. Liking my videos really does support me, and I just really hope you can like this video. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because we're trying to hit 1,030. And if you want to help my channel grow, make sure to share this video with a friend, copy that link and spread it somewhere. That would really help to grow my channel. And if you want to see more of my content, I'll put up my last Harry Potter related video, which is my Harry Potter full series review, if you want to kind of look to see about that, see my full thoughts on these books. But yeah, just check out some of my other videos. That would really help, because my next big goal is to get monetized, and I need watch hours to do that. So if you could watch a few of my other of my videos, that would really help me out. You don't even have to be there, just like going in there and watching maybe like another hour of my videos. That would really help me out, because I am trying to get to 4,000 watch hours. So yeah, that would really help me out if you go either clicked that info card in, or you can just go in my description. I have a whole bunch of videos you could watch. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. I hope you have an amazing week, and I just wish everyone the best. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Happy reading. Love you guys to the end of the book and back, and I will see you in the next video on Saturday, which is actually a premiere. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. Love you guys so much. Bye!